Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another video of our channel. If this is your first time watching, let me introduce myself. My name is Yara and you're watching Bees Are Funny. Basically this channel is mine and my sister's, where we basically share our life as beekeepers and in our farm. In today's video, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going onto our bee yard here, one of our bee yards, and we're going to be moving all of the Langstroth equipment that we have onto Finland bee box equipment, which is something that we do annually every year to get the bees ready for winter. So the first things that I need to do obviously is load up the equipment, so let's get started. Alright guys, so here we are at our bee yard, and as you can see we have a total of 6 hives. One is actually already moved into the equipment that I'm going to be using today. However, I do have 5 more left that we have to move. And actually before, if you watched our previous videos, you may have noticed that we had 3 hives. Where did these other 3 come from? These are actually nukes that I made at the beginning of the season, and I actually moved them to a different bee yard close to our area. We didn't want to keep them in the same bee yard because the bees will fly back to the mother hive. Actually, these 3 hives that you can see here, these red ones, which are the ones that I brought from another bee yard, these guys were actually attacked by a bear. Something that happened during those attacks, though, they occurred at night. Like I said, all of our singles were lost. There were a few doubles still standing because of the straps that we wrapped them up with, because we knew we had to move them back home. So we did lose a few of these doubles, but not all of them. We did lose all of our singles though in this bee yard that was attacked by the bear. Now what made us a little bit more sad is because they occurred at night, the bees, it was so cold during those days, like the temperatures were below 0, that they couldn't do anything to defend themselves. Normally if it was during the summer, the bees would be a little bit more aggressive, but because we had temperatures below 0 degrees Celsius, they couldn't really do anything about the attacks, so they were basically helpless. It was really sad to see bees all clustered up underneath the pallets when their hive was ruined. It was just something that hopefully never occurs again, and I am grateful that these guys survived this bear attack. For the record, Bee Box did not pay us to do this advertising. We invested our own money into this equipment, and it was something that really changed the way that we do beekeeping. So Malvie just finished putting all the equipment beside all of the hives. We're going to be starting off from this one at the end, working our way all the way to this last one right here. And actually we're going to be, because it's a little windy and a little bit cold and we're not in summer, as you can see we have a little bit of snow, we're going to be trying to work these bees as quickly as possible, but be as careful as we can because they are already in their little cluster form. So let's get started. All right, I need to move this hive because we have to put the material where the hive originally was because of the bee's orientation. So I'm gonna try to move it over here. Back a bit, as much as possible. There, I think that's as good as I'm gonna get it. What's cool about these is that it has this screen right here to prevent mites or anything else walking back out. It's like a screen protector. And this actually also has this board right here that you can slide off during the summer. I have to put 2 here to make it fit. But I want to put these on just so there's no wind or anything else getting in there, unnecessary wind that can prevent the bees from keeping the hive nice and warm. So let's put this first. Oh, so I'm gonna slide it a little bit more. There we go. What I need to do is I need to get rid of the roof, place this top box over here, and then work from the bottom up. This one right here is our strongest hive that reached 3 boxes this year. I did have to come here and shrink it down before we transferred them into this equipment. Normally that's how we winterize our bees. We put only 2 boxes. So that was the entrance. I'm going to be in this one here. All right, guys, we're down to the last 3. All right, we are done. Now let's go a little bit further away from the bee yard so we can do a recap of the video. All right, guys, so we have finally finished. It took us a little bit more time than what we already planned because whenever we go to our bee yards, we have a plan of what we're going to be doing, but then it's full of surprises because you're opening up the hive and then all of a sudden the bees have something else in for you. Now, to recap this video, I did write down a few points of what I wanted to talk about. First off, we did have to shake a lot of the bees that were on the bottom box with the floor attached. Most of them were already dead, especially in the hives that came from the bee yard that was attacked by the bear. So what I did is I shook all the bees on the feeder. There's nothing in there right now. I shook all of them in there. There were a lot of live bees, and what I'm going to be doing is coming tomorrow, because we're supposed to have another nice day. I'm gonna come tomorrow and get rid of all those dead bees that are in the feeder. So I'm gonna have to shake them out before I start feeding these bees. And that leads to the next point. In the past, my family, and in all the years that we've done beekeeping, we always fed our bees water and sugar syrup. However, what we want to try out this year, because some local beekeepers and some beekeeper friends also told us to try out, is feeding them straight on granulated sugar. So we're going to be trying that out. I'm going to be coming tomorrow here and giving them sugar on top of all of the feeders. And something that we have noticed whenever we feed our bees with this syrup is that whenever they're in this kind of equipment, what happens is what we did is we cut an entrance on the roof, and then we also did a cut on the acrylic that covers the entrance so the bees don't drown whenever they're drinking their syrup. However, bees will fly in, and instead of going straight down, they'll just fly straight in, and they still drown despite the altercations that we did for the equipment. So we're going to be trying out for the first time to feed them straight on sugar, and we'll see how that goes. This also leads to the next point that I want to talk about is the reason why you may have noticed that some of the new equipment that we painted didn't have any entrances on top of the roof. That's because it comes like that, but the ones that we already used in the past, they do have a customized entrance on the top of the roof. We do that because in the area that we live in, it's important to have circulation throughout the entire hive, so there's no humidity or anything of that sort. So I have to come here also tomorrow and use a cup saw to basically cut out a small entrance on the roof so the bees can have that circulation throughout the entire hive.
Yes, that's very important. And also, one thing that we have noticed while using this material is that we have to make sure that there is no opening nor gaps, especially the part where there is the top box and the feeder. So let us know in the comments if you have any experience with this material and how you prevent it from the openings and gaps. Well, we'd like to thank you for staying with us to the end of this video. Anything else?
Yes. Thank you guys once again. Please give a big thumbs up if you liked this video, and also we are still up for our goal to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, so it will do us a great favor if you share this video. Comment down below if you have any questions regarding any beekeeping topic. What's your experience with this type of equipment? What do you do when you're feeding bees in the winter, etc.
Follow us on all our social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr at beesrfunny.
Thank you guys for watching once again this video. Don't forget to smash that red subscribe button and click the notification bell so then you'll be notified every single time we upload. My name is Yara.
And my name is Malvie.
And you're watching Bees Are Funny.
Till next time.
See you later, guys.